Some wallpaper reminds Geraldine to Flight 93, 9/11 Flight 93. Checking Posting 5 when the Mormons are preying on her neighborhood. Preying. I'm Melton, son of a carpenter Mary. My dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter Mary. I get to tell parables, and it's kind of hard. It's a little shiny, but you can still see the white part around the brown part. Smaller, browner circles slowly disappearing, bigger, bluer circles growing in through or and around. Yes, it's medical research being passed by. Ask the doctors of LAC, USC, Keck Medical, and the Adventist cult doctors. They're acting like a cult. I'm going to call it one. Both them and the Mormons. The Adventist hospital just down the road. Doctors have not provided a very favorable view of the medical profession, so I'm going to tell it like it is. That's my job, the son of a carpenter. But this is about the Mormons mainly, even though there's been just a ton of distractions lately. Oh, if you got grandma's photos and grandma's no longer alive, stored on OneDrive, you better go download some, because from what I just read on my phone, after going to turn my phone on to make the videos, so it's designed to interfere with the video. My sugar check parable here. Yeah, if you got anything stored that's over, not just freezing the accounts according to what I read just now, they're going to delete your account. Means all, not just, they're really nervous about those 93 checks, Flight 93 checks that have been stored on Microsoft's OneDrive, Bill Gates' OneDrives. For 9 years, it's active participation in America's hijack lifelines. Google's active participation too. They've had the 93 checks. You can find on, ChristComplexLinks.blogspot.com is a good place. Go there quick. You never know, but they might delete the YouTubes too. Go to youtube.com/DNFD series, DNFD SERIES for my latest, and you can also find, the 4x6 print, that's one of them there. To print out 19,000 of what's on my chest. I'll show you some more of that after I get my sugar check in. But you can also find through ChristComplexLinks.blogspot.com, DNFD series, and a whole lot of YouTubes. Going back to 2009 and telling everyone how to check and post in 5. How to do a Flight 93 check. Right now. Make that video, post that video, whatever you get. When you don't get me, you got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. Yes, Google and Microsoft can reach me by phone. Google sends me the emails, the text to preserve the Google account, and Microsoft broke the computer right around when I designed, I talked in a video about designing an Adventist cult, Big 5. The vegetarians running hospitals. And vegetarians that you're hungry all the time, you can't be well. Both spiritually or physically, huh? Eat well, guys, and don't let anyone tell you you shouldn't. Now, right after I just wanted to make a Big 5 about telling everyone how to check and post for the Adventist cult doctors, because they can reach me by phone. The hospitals, the church itself. Microsoft had that perpetual update of Windows and broke the last computer I had. Now I got a new computer, and I had to talk for hours on the phone to get them to get it to work properly. So check and post in 5 in front of Adventist cult folks, LAC, USC. Both in the way of medical research. You think doctors are blind folks would be interested. Real doctors, not like the ones I've talked to here in LA, would be interested in eyes growing anew and medical research. Oh, non-invasive medical research. They keep wanting to put bits of metal in my chest. Poke around through my veins. I don't like that. Take an MRI. Yeah, of the skull and the eyes growing anew. But no, they've just done the spinal MRIs and the pelvic MRIs. And been very disrespectful about that. Put me in a child's MRI. That's a LAC USC Keck Medical. I'll assign the blame where it goes. I was cramping up something awful, all my muscles. Growing a new body, you can see with the eyes. Used to be all dark brown, slowly but surely changing to blue. Yes, medical research being passed by, and it's got to go on to blue-eyed DNA taking over brown-eyed DNA with the whole body. Bones, muscles, organs. Oh, incredibly painful with the muscles. And the bones. But, yeah, it's got to go on with the whole body. So that's why I'm in a wheelchair, and let me get to my Geraldine parable. Geraldine goes for I'm already up to 7 minutes. Geraldine goes to the door. She's all excited. Her grandchildren and her son, his wife are supposed to come to visit, and no, it's the Mormons. Knocking on the door, and they're giving her their spiel, their sales pitch. Can we interest you in the free Book of Mormon? Can we help you out around the house? Can we do this? Can we do that? Both ploys. And it's the same as knocking in the middle of dinner time, so that you as a, got good Christian values, you offer to give them a meal. That gives them a leg in the door, just like helping you rake leaves or fold laundry or who knows what else. So they're using their ploys and their sales pitches. And Geraldine is saying no. She said 100 times. She's on a well-worn sales route for the Mormons. And then she looks over and a big 5 catches her eye. Her neighbors had seen the Latter-day Saint missionaries praying on the neighborhood yesterday or the day before, and they'd put a whole bunch of those 5s, print them out. 9 cents a print for that big 5 there is what I paid online. You can find the 2 to a 4x6 print, small and still readable, and yes, even the credit card size, the driver's license size like that, it's still kind of readable. Oh, that 5 there might be a little difficult. No, I can read it. Phone videos of hijack calls to Melton, 5 minutes, John Melton Brady. Yeah, even there's a flash drive label there. It's readable. But the 5 catches her eye, and she says, "Oh, my son told me about this, and so did all of my neighbors. And what is your part in religious censorship that can place someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after 9/11? Remember, they had the Rich Romney guy. And they don't understand if you know the Mormons at all, you understand they don't understand the concept of being obvious. Had the Rich Romney guy running in the sham election there, when they placed someone named Hussein, right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins. We don't go by names, of course, in America, but that doesn't look good at all. It isn't good. Man grew up in Africa. I heard to be closer to his dad, Osama. I've heard the rumor. I'm sure you have too. That Hussein is, yes, Barack Hussein Obama is Osama's son. I've heard the rumor. I'm sure you have too. Yes, it is just a rumor, but put put two photos side by side, and I'm sure you're going to see the resemblance right around the eyes. And oh, please, don't be a hater. Check it out, and what speaks more loudly than that, I haven't got one comment by phone or mail about that Soacam rumor, and I've been doing the videos about it for about 9 years now. Whenever Hussein was placed in office, and you can't reach me by phone, you can't reach countless other customers that are voters. If you are a politician, you can't reach those customers. You can't reach them. You don't know how many folks out there that you can't reach them. Tell them who they should vote for, what they should vote for. So yeah, place both Trump and Hussein. But yeah, ever since they placed, I've been doing the Soacam rumor. I haven't gotten one comment yet. None about my attention getting stuff, even my Tommy parable about the no-armed Chinese fella. Oh, check it out on youtube.com/DNFD series, and if Google is being Microsoft about it and selectively allowing who can view and who can't view, yeah, look for those on DVDs, making the rounds. Better bars, parties, churches, military bases, communities worldwide. But yeah, we don't go by names, we go by you not reaching me to tell me what you believe. That's what I mean by Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. And yes, the Mormons are active participants with that Muslim PR campaign, that Middle Eastern PR campaign we see on our TV all the time. Go check out NCIS. They're active participants, and yes, I've been told by a Mormon themselves. They have lots of, oh, you're upside down. Lots of Muslims on their Utah college campuses because of shared values. Active participation in religious censorship being one of them. The more older, more violent fraud of a faith does it more violently with 9/11, and the Mormons do it more politically correctly. Oh, again. With, PC stuff and attacking from within. Yeah, like placing Hussein. Who I'm sure wasn't talking about being Muslim a lot in those photo ops of his. Anyway, Geraldine is reminded by the Big Five that they've wallpapered the neighborhood with. Some of her better neighbors worried about their elderly, and their neighbors are more naive than they are. Handed out the Big Fives, telling everyone how to check in post in 5. 9/11 Flight 93 check is you trying to call me. That's what I got on the latest Trump's phone gate template. Check it out on my YouTubes and also my Flickr. You trying to call me, whatever boring thing you get when you don't get me. More text from the template there. Whatever boring thing you get when you don't get me, and oh yeah, this is, I think, Donald Hussein was there first. But it's true both ways, when both versions. Whatever boring thing you get when you don't get me, yeah, it's not going to be boring. You need to firemen, police, paramedics. And it's money out of your pocket every day. Next time you're calling up countless other customers, and even if you don't talk on the phone with your customers, you use the phone for something in your business, I bet. Next time you get that phone ring, error message, business head off, and it's stopping your work. You're not getting customers. You're not doing whatever you need to do. You can't hire someone who will drive folks into your business with the imagery I can design for you. And who knows how many other folks you can't reach that can benefit your business. Make that video of America's Hijacked Lifelines and post it right there in front of the Mormons at your house. They're invading it. They're trying to get you in that 10% a year thing or more. Yeah, that religious thing. Asking for money. Check and post in 5, and yeah, whatever boring thing you get when you don't get me. 424-229-4140. Make that video of that. Post it. YouTube, MySpace, Instagram, Twitter. If you got a Microsoft account, and hell, you can open up a new one. Excuse my language. And store just one video on that, because Microsoft is being obvious. They're saying they're going to delete my accounts, because I can't go into all those Microsoft accounts and delete. Downsize my account. I can't do that. I can't physically do that. That's the reason I got so many of them. I had to back my stuff up when I was living hand to mouth for the Saudi Arabian city by the sea, Santa Monica. I had to back my stuff up on those OneDrives. I'm doing a little better with DVDs and external hard drives nowadays, but yeah, I had to get all those things, and I'd try to go into my account with the email I had, which is the right email and the right password, and I couldn't do that. There were folks from, yes, back then, the Hussein folks taunting about my Gates' right to freedom of speech. And I went in there and I couldn't do it, so I had to open up another account. Yeah. Back then they were very generous, gave out lots of free space. So yeah, whenever you see a ribbon cutting for Microsoft patting themselves on the back, giving out free computers somewhere or something, you put the truth out about them. 424-229-4140, active participants in America's Hijack Lifeline. Get Bill Gates as he steps out of that fancy limo, fancy car, to go get dinner. Ask him, what do you know about this? This affects my child's lifeline. I want to know what your personal part is in this bill. Get his reaction. Get every Microsoft, every Google, every Adventist cult, every bishop, every missionary, every false prophet of the Mormons. Get their reaction to you trying to call Milton and their active participation in that. I got a lot of folks who can reach me by phone that I'm sure are not active participants in America's Hijack Lifelines, but the Mormons, the Adventist cult folks, Microsoft, and Google even. And yeah, as far as storing stuff on the internet, Google's a better one of those, but yeah, they're also part of the problem as well. Ask them, what's your active part in this? I also have the city of Santa Monica, as you might have seen in one of those fives. Now, I'm sure there might be one or two good people there. Now, I'm sure LAC, USC, Keck Medical probably has one or two nurses or doctors who actually adhere to the Hippocratic Oath and that kind of stuff. But, yeah, with the Mormons, it's like whole scale. Everything with it. The same as with my sister, personal knifing back from Louisiana, who can reach me by phone. 18 minutes. I gotta stop pretty soon. I made photos of nice Christmas cards and birthday cards, and yeah, you can ask that woman who wrote them. Photos, put them on my phone. It's on my Flickr right now, in the photo stream. What do you know about me not being able to reach your brother, Milton? And you will watch the shrew, the angry Lori, and Brady Bond just fly off the handle. And it's like I say, if they got a story to tell, if they get angry when you're showing them America's Hijack Lifelines, something's wrong. They're an active participant. If they say, well, that shouldn't be happening. You should be able to reach this man. You should be able to hire him as a graphic artist. You should be able to get some imagery designed for him, for your family, your business. You should be able to talk to the man, tell him what you believe. Ask what I mean by Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. If they do that, yeah, that's one thing. But when you ask those Mormon missionaries about how they show up on Melton's call log videos on youtube.com/DNFD series. Videos of my call logs. Last one I made was Thanksgiving last year, 2017. You ask them and they just suddenly leave. It's obvious you're not a customer. Obvious you're not a pew filler who can put that money in their church, so they're going to move on to the next neighborhood. So yeah, wallpaper your neighborhood with the big fives. Get them to write you off their neighborhood. And you see them praying, Preying, on another neighborhood, tell the other neighborhood, wallpaper your fives. You can find them on the sites on these fives. Download, print them out like you print out your family's photos, and yeah, check and post from Microsoft executives being very active this morning. Did it work? Am I angry and yelling and screaming and not being coherent or focused? Semper Fi, check and post from Microsoft and the Mormons, both active participants in America's hijacked pipelines. Come see me in person. Talk to you this afternoon.